actually pan down and show the socks and the shoes because those are amazing. Yeah.
The NewRocket kicks?
These are old ServiceNow ones.
Yeah.
They're great.
This one has the logo too.
Nice.
Coming to a knowledge conference near you in 2024.
I mean, it's interesting. We just announced our GenAI solution set in September, but we've already had tens of millions of dollars of product that has already sold and been implemented. And I know that NewRocket's been involved in some of those implementation components. The key questions that we hear from our customers that are considering or purchasing it are almost always the same. How do I protect it? How do I know that what's going into it is what I want? How do I make sure that private or sensitive data is not being disclosed in a way that puts me at risk? That's the nature of most of the GenAI components. There are often other issues around sovereignty or locality of data. Those are of lesser concern than just escapement of the actual data and possibly poisoning the content piece.
Yeah, we're very much the same from the conversations that we're having. I think the other ones is increased regulatory concern around GenAI and what that's going to mean for organizations. And I think security teams play a part in establishing what those rules or regulations are inside of an organization. And one of the use cases that's been coming up lately, which is really cool, is insider threat as it relates to generative AI. And to that point, there's becoming access to so much data that really powers that AI conversation. And so security teams are really being tasked with who has access to this data once we get it inside our four walls, and what are we going to do with it?
Yeah, one of the things that we've used to generate trust, we are customer zero of our own product. So we've already had a GenAI implementation that's been up, alive, and working inside the corporation since August. And that governance model, how do we secure it, how do we protect it, our now and now stories are going to be things we'll share with sales and with our partners.
It's really designing AI into an organization in a way that takes the end user into account. And so you think about things like the agent experience or the analyst experience. That's really where customers are going to get that value. You could turn AI on and get some things like automation of notes in a particular case or case closure. But in terms of the scale that I think organizations are looking for, it really comes with aligning that to a customer's desired outcomes and taking the end user experience into account, make sure that they're getting the output that they need at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I would say in corollary to that, and especially since Con had it right, it's about the people oftentimes more than the tech. Knowing what the right questions are to ask and what the right application of GenAI is part of the issue. It's like, do we all know the axiom, garbage in, garbage out? If you ask the wrong thing, you're going to get the wrong answer. So to that end, making sure that the right information's there and you've trained it, that you've utilized the right technology in GenAI to ask the right kinds of questions is really the key. And I think that's an education component that has to happen with the user base. And if we can do that, it's going to be highly valuable and it'll be highly revenue generating as well.